diciendo que it doesn't matter. Dura se va a amarga, dura. I don't know. The men on the other hand,
He also told me that the publisher during the time when they would put the Nawat, different programs would try to change it. Like they think, oh no, that's wrong. They really meant this word. Or
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
The AI. You know. Yeah. No, you
Nice.
must have. Good.
What are you doing?
We're having a book party. Yeah, for this awesome author, Jorge Argueta.
She's gonna read it?
He's gonna read, yeah.
Are you the
How are
author?
you? How are you? Good to see you.
No, he's hiding right now. He's getting ready, but he's gonna be out any minute. He's
Can I
great.
see?
Hi, Sai.
I don't know. You have to ask your parents. I think you should though. Just her face right here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Eric. Hi.
What is that?
Oh, this is incense. Or sage or something. I don't know exactly. You should let me find. We're about to start a reading, so I gotta get this going. It's okay with me. Alright. Hey, you got one? Okay, great. Give me a second. I'm trying to get this reading off. Okay. Readers out front.
Wow.
Okay, keeper. It's a
Oh,
keeper.
and fun. Oh my God.
the little prince.
Yeah. Petit prince.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not much. It's a separate language. It's a smaller language, but no.
This is
It's also language. Yeah.
Darn it. The voice keeps going.
Let me do this because I'm trying to get it.
And I think the photo in the middle might be
Ah.
yeah, they definitely be possible.
Know what you need. Know what you want. That's good. You're on it. You're handling your business.
I mean, this is from a distance.
Yeah.
You're the boss. Well, your mom's the boss, but you're kind of you're a boss in training.
Starts out.
One of them.
All right, are we ready? Jorge?
Can we read like 2 more minutes?
Yes, we can.
And you know what?
Now I can slow down.
No, take care of business. You know? Hey, everybody, thank you so much. But is that okay if we wait for two more minutes?
No.
Okay, sorry. The deal is off. Thank you for coming out. We'll see you next week. So do we have the chairs? We have the check. We're fine with
Hi,
chairs.
hi, Ann. How are you? Good. Wow.
She wants to stay, but what's your
But of course, you
She
want
might
me to
start, she
stay.
might run the show.
Yeah, but yeah, we like that. This is my cup. I'm gonna put it over here. So you don't want 2 more minutes?
Hey,
I'm
Jorge,
gonna say no.
I'm just being
Alright.
funny.
I'm gonna basically pick you up for the live stream in that mic over there. So stay where you are and talk to the audience, and let's see if that picks you up okay.
Hola.
Talk to them
Buenas
for a minute.
tardes. Good afternoon. How are you? Is that okay, Eric?
Probably, I don't know. I'm just now about to find out.
Okay, so go back where you were. Say that again. Oh, sweetheart.
You know the Huichol people, they said it looks so cute, it looks so beautiful, but it's just not. They can't make anything perfect. The only thing that can be perfect is God, the Creator. They said, you know. So I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm trying my very best.
God will do perfect.
You want to hear a little conversation in Nawat? I can call my friend, you know. Let me see.
I like that.
What you have right in front of you? A writer, book, an altar, and a
It's someone else
presentation.
I think it
So
was.
his language is a child of Nahuat and
They just don't say that anymore. Somebody.
that's what Nahuat, it's not. And I think it's in
I think he's illustrated a
And
couple
so,
books that are for sale.
the book is
Primeras press.
you want to stay
Taxing.
a bit of it or all of it?
pano. Tati tikchiwa angatiuta taxing. He. Ang niya mo Nitajtaketzki ang chipi Nawat. Neamas. He. En Guantaja. Tati tikchiwa. Galamal. Nitajtaketzki chupi. Ni mantilla. He, taxing. Garanchin taxing. Naja ni paspagi ni igagi Guantaja. Padiu taxing. Nemi Jack. Naja ni yulpagi wan taja se chupi iniwan nemiyek taxing naja ni amatachia ne amatzin taxing Galanchin taxing musta. Ni nemi Jack taxing. Mayo. Taxing ni nemi Jack. Naja Nitajtaketzki when taxing Medardo. Taxing Blasito. Estoy aquí con un grupo de personas en una librería que te están oyendo hablar en Nahuat. Y yo estoy tratando aquí de hablar contigo. Le damos un aplauso a Blas. Él es uno de los... Blasito es uno de los personajes que ha mantenido el náhuatl vivo en Santo Domingo de Guzmán. Él lo aprendió de su mamá. He learned this guy is one of the few elders that speak the Nahuatl language in my country, you know, and he keeps the traditions alive, you know. He's an indigenous doctor as well, you know. He helps people with plants. Taxing. Hola. Taxing. Nemi Jack. Entonces, muchas gracias, Blasito. Padiush. Bueno. Blasito. Aquí hay un amigo que me está llamando que dice que no sabe dónde es esto.
Hay esta cosa que se llama un mapa.
Sí, ¿verdad?
Y una cosa que ¿verdad?
Look, everybody, tengo varios amigos, poetas, compañeros. I have a few poets friends and some very dear to my heart. Leticia is one of them. So, muchas gracias. I asked her to come by and say a few words about this, you know, and I'm happy that she's here. Gracias por venir, Leticia.
Claro, Jorge. I'm happy to be here. There are, again, like many poet friends, right? But few as special as Jorge Argueta for me and my children and for many of us, the Raíces Salvadoreños. The first Salvadoran children's book that I ever came across was A Movie in My Pillow by Jorge, and it inspired me so much as a writer, but also as a daughter of El Salvador with knowing so little about El Salvador, right? And every time I showed that book to someone in my family or somebody else who was Salvadoran, the emotions were so strong, even for the most non-Chiones of us all. You know, it was just a transformative thing to see our story on the page and to see it beautiful. So many, over 20 books later, this amazing poet, children's book author, publisher, you know, historian, storyteller, jewel, because you know the original name of El Salvador, Cuscatán, means land of the jewel, a beautiful place of things that are priceless. And he is one of our priceless gems who is keeping our history alive and also sharing it and inspiring young children in El Salvador, where we have so little access there to books and literacy, right? Pero bueno, the very special thing of this book is that although Jorge has written it trilingually in Spanish, in English, and in Nahuat, this is, you know, a book that centers the language and part of the work that Jorge has been doing with others, with a very small group of people, but mighty group of people in El Salvador who are conserving the language. And you may have heard Nahuat when you think of Mexico and you think of Aztec or Mexica, which is really the proper word of Aztecs. Sorry, I teach at San Francisco State, so not sorry. But and Central American Studies is my passion because so many kids like me, first generation, we don't know. We don't have a lot of access to things in either English or Spanish. So we're building that, and this is the building block. But so Nahuat, you know, we've been moving before the borders, before the artificial borders. People have been moving, and so we have a version. It's like a cousin of the Mexica Nahuat is the Salvadoran Nahuat, right? And there's also Mayan languages as well throughout Central America. The other important thing about this book is that, you know, in after the Spanish conquered Mesoamerica and what was these, you know, rich places of indigenous people living and thriving, they established a governmental order that continued that colonial project, right? So people were brainwashed, they swallowed it, and they kept it going until this current day. Pero no vamos a hablar de eso. But so, what's important is there was a very horrible moment in our history in 1932 of the genocide, a massacre of Nahuatl, of indigenous people, of workers, of people who were fighting for justice. So there's been a campaign to erase and to silence and to forget. So this is a powerful moment of celebration, of pride, and of like fighting that. Estamos todavía aquí, and those of us who are connected to it want to learn, want to honor, and so we're just so blessed to have Jorge with us, giving these tools to our young people. Y aunque, I mean, I look young, but I'm not young, and these books are for me too. You know what I mean? Because I've always loved children's books. Before I had children, y ahora que ya están más grandes mis niños, still, you know, speaking of my kids, I would be remiss if I didn't mention how important Jorge has been to my kids and to many of our kids as a teacher, as a tío, and as an amazing role model. So I'm just so honored to be here with you, Jorge. I appreciate you. We all appreciate you so much. Felicidades y gracias.
Thank you. En Nahuatl we say Padiush. Padiush quiere decir gracias. In the Nahuatl that we speak in El Salvador, right? There's the main version of Nahuatl. I'm not a linguistic, you know. I just speak a little bit, you know. I guess comes from Mexico, right? We have a mix of languages in El Salvador, you know. But about this book, you know, that I think we say they say it's another children's book, perhaps, you know. Okay? In my account, all the books somehow, some way, there's something of a child and a writer, you know. It always will come out in somehow, some way, you know. And I think that for me is also like the book of my family, you know, el libro de mi familia. This here is my grandmama, you know. I grew up part of my life with her, you know. And these are aunts and these are tía. Esta es una tía. Este es don Ignacio, que he's very tough guy, you know. These people have been trying to keep the language alive, you know. And, but as you know, Nawat has been how to say it? It started as the struggle of the Nahuat people, you know, the indigenous people came when the Spaniards arrived, right? You know, ellos, as you know, they assassinated not only the people but also the culture, the language, you know. So from that point of history, I don't want to talk too much about that because we're gonna take too long, you know. But it is horrifying what they did, you know. And nowadays we're learning more and more, you know, because every time we move, there's a piece of that puzzle missing, comes out, you know. But in El Salvador, you know, I was amazed that when I was there in my last trip. I just want to tell you this briefly, you know. I went to these ruins in Aguachapan, you know. Wherever you walk, you find pedacitos de vasijas, you know, little pieces of ¿cómo se dice? Jars, you know, that were made probably hundreds of years ago, you know. But a lot, the whole place is full with that, you know. And I was thinking when these guys came, you know, how was it? How was this place so beautiful, you know, with those elegant ruins, you know, not ruins, but ¿cómo se dice? Las casas, you know. And las casas meaning the huge altars that they had, you know, to honor Mother Earth and the nature, the rivers, the butterflies. I read letters that were sent to the kings in Spain, you know, by these priests or by these guys who came in the second trip, you know. They were mesmerized by everything they seen, you know. They said we seen butterflies as big as birds, you know. We've seen flowers that the colors of the rainbow. We've seen the rain when it comes. It's like an orchestra, you know. It was and amazing, you know. And these guys they dress like birds, you know, and they talk like birds and so forth and so on. So it was something really. I thought about that, you know. This guy that we just talked to, that I just was talking to, his name is Blas Lopez, you know, and his sister is also in El Salvador. She's like also a guardian of the Nahuatl language, and so is my friend. You know, I'm just trying to help them out with this, you know. I'm just trying to help them out because the real Nahuatl speakers are those guys. You know, they've been going through a lot to come to this point. You know, because this. Blasito told me that in 1932, you know, her mama used to tell that they didn't want to talk anymore because they didn't want to be persecuted like the hands. It's funny, you know. They said that the National Guard, they wanted also to get rid of all the hands, you know. Todas las gallinas, chipes se llaman. The hands have they don't have feathers in this part of their of their body, in the neck. So they said, kill them all. Yeah, kill them all because they're diabolic, you know. They represent these Indians, you know. So 1932, it was really a sad period of time for the indigenous people of El Salvador and for the history of El Salvador. But moving on, you know, we had move on and so nowadays this book is just an attempt to keep on going with that beautiful language, the language of the birds, you know, así le llaman los viejitos, you know. El Nahuat es la lengua de los pájaros, dicen, you know. Estos son attempts to preserve pero lo que pasa es que there's no really help, you know. They say they want to help, but then they disappear, you know. No hay una ayuda que sea constante y verdadera, you know. But this guy here, se llama Héctor Jiménez, you know. He's doing a class in the internet. It's called Nitajtaketzki Nawat. Aprendamos Nawat. Y sacó ¿cómo se dice? Un abecedario del idioma. Lo están escribiendo. You know, Nawat it doesn't have a written language. It's not a written language, you know. Es todo tradición oral, you know. It's pure poetry, you know. Es pura poesía eso, you know. Porque todo es about images, you know. Entonces, Nancy Xista is another Nahuatl speaker who takes credit for doing this, you know. But way in the back, my grandmama did this, you know, many years ago, like 50 years ago. The same title, Nitajtaketzki Nawat. This is my grandmama here. I remember when the students used to come to my mama's shop, you know, and she would give them words. So they did this, you know, and they did this for an organization called ANIS, Asociación Nacional de Indígenas Salvadoreños, you know? and so now, you know, this book here is just another, como una ayudita más para que el Nahuatl no se termine de perder, you know. They said that there's like maybe 5 years ago, like como hace 5 años, you know, there were like 250 Nahuatl speakers, you know. So I said I better hurry up and learn more, you know, before this guy's passed away. So, you know, should I read some poems? Yeah. Yes. But le voy a cantar una canción, está bien. Le voy a cantar una canción así, miren. You know what these Nahuatl people, if there's something that really make you feel weird about it, they love chicha. You know, chicha is this ferment drink that comes from corn. You know, they love that. You know, they love chicha and they love to dance. They really like to dance. Los viejitos, you know, como les gusta bailar y les gusta cantar. You know? Oh my God. Si llamamos a mi tía, ella se pone a cantar y nunca para. It's like me, never stop talking. Nitajtaketzki, chupinado. You know. Entonces, ¿qué estaba diciendo?
La canción.
La canción. A una viejita le dijeron, to an old lady, they said, oh, you know, el Nahuatl, we wanna support the Nahuatl, but we need a song that really speaks about what we're doing here. I'll be right back, dijo. And she went away. And this is a true story. Es cierto, you know. Y después regresó. Se llama Victoria la señora. Y regresó cantando una canción que es como el himno del Nahuatl en El Salvador. Y dice más o menos así. Naja ni naganese siwake, Nahanina ganeses iguaket, Welitastagetzat Nawat. Nahanina ganeses iguaket, Welitastagetzat Nawat. Nenawat, Nemiyultuk, Nenawat, Nemiyultuk, Nenawat, Nemiyultuk, Nenawat, Nemiyultuk. Nahanina ganeses iguaket, Welitastagetzat Nawat. Nahanina ganeses iguaket, Welitastagetzat Nawat. Nenawat, Nemiyultuk, Nenawat, Nemiyultuk, Nenawat, Nemiyultuk, Nenawat, Nemiyultuk. Así es. Quiere decir esa canción que yo digo que todos podemos aprender náhuatl. Yo digo que es más larga, ¿no? Yo lo traté de resumir, ¿no? Es más larga, dice, habla que los niños pueden aprender náhuatl. You can learn náhuatl. Your mama can learn náhuatl. You can learn náhuatl. Everybody can learn náhuatl. And because at some point, you know, it was the right way to do things out of desperation, you know, because the náhuatl was really going down, you know, and so they needed that. It became como un himno, se convirtió en un himno. Pero the funny thing is, they say, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. And then she came back with the song. You know? So, look, pero tenemos unos niños aquí, you know, and I wanna honor them. Hi. What's your name, man?
Sophie.
Sophie y Serena.
Sophie.
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 I said it right. I said Sophie, right? Sí, Sophie. And Serena. Les voy a Este es como un caballito. This was like a little horse, you know. It said that when we play with this one, we go far away and we go up to the mountain and then we come back with flowers, with birds. We go hunting for something really beautiful, you know. Close your eyes. Close your eyes for a second. Can you close your eyes?
Close your eyes.
Así. Okay, everybody, close your eyes for a second. Help me here. A ver, Serenita, close your eyes. And they said that we all go hunting for something really beautiful, you know. Yana ineyo, ene yawano, heu 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 yana. So we went away, right, I guess. Bárbara, ¿qué pensaste tú?
Oh, just of the ocean and the sky.
The ocean and this. And you, what were you thinking when you closed your eyes?
The water.
The water! Wow, the water! And you, Serenita? The sunset! Oh my God! And you?
Clouds.
Clouds! Y Ernesto?
The desert.
The desert. Y la Trotis?
Meadows, fields.
Wow! How about you, Puta? Clouds. Y la Puta? Árboles. Wow, okay. So I'm gonna give you a present. This is a present for you. Like this. And a present for you. like this. Here comes. Look. You don't want it? Okay, he doesn't want it. I'll give it to you. Look. Should I give it to your mama? Can I give it to your mama? Okay. Wait, maybe now you want it. Look. You want it now? All right, good. Now for everybody. Hey, and you know, I try to don't make it so we feel sad or anything, you know. But we put these altars like this to honor those who we will never find out what happened to them, you know. So something really beautiful for our people, you know. Something algo bonito para los ancestros, you know. So I learned to, they said when you do that, cuando tú le das algo así para esa gente, you know, try to make it really nice and bonito, you know, que te quede bien bonito, because that's the only thing that they might have, you know. Le damos un aplauso. Okay, I'm gonna read a few poems, and I'm gonna ask you to help me read too. Está bien. I'm gonna try to read it in Nawat, and my friend Elizabeth is gonna read in English. And the first poem we're gonna do here is y nos vas a ayudar tú también, ¿verdad? A leer el español.
Claro, sí.
Vale,
Sí.
muy bien. Tal vez te presta un libro a leer. Yo te digo qué página estamos.
Okay.
¿Qué página dice?
I got one, thank you. Thank you.
¿Qué página está?
Okay, pero si, ponte ahí. Ya, ponte ahí. Okay. Esta, a la 12. ¿Está bien? Number 12. My Tainaha Nitajtaketzki, Tainaha Nitajtaketzki, Achtu Nawat. Being enredado, it sounds really, you know, but that's the way it is. Tainaha Nitajtaketzki, Achtu Nawat. My first words in Nawat. Mis primeras palabras en Nawat.
First words in Nahuat.
Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Nechmati Nunoya. Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Nechmati Neat.
No, you're in Spanish?
Read the whole thing.
Uh,
Wait, Jorge, decide Spanish.
Read the
Nawat,
Spanish
Spanish,
and then
English?
English. Yeah? That's the way we practiced.
Bueno,
Vamos a hacer así, miren, vamos a hacer así. Well, how about this? I'm sorry, you know. I'm gonna read it in I'm gonna read it in the language of the birds first. ¿Está bien?
Yeah.
And then Leticia's gonna read it in Spanish and you're gonna read it in English.
Oh, okay, the
Okay.
whole thing? Or line by line like we did it
No.
before?
Oh, no, the whole thing.
I think the whole thing is
Okay.
better.
The whole thing.
The
Vale.
whole-
Now
Okay,
español.
great.
Yes.
Yeah.
No lo vamos a leer todo para que we can read a few more poems, right?
Yeah.
Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Nechmachtik Nunoya. Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Nechmachtik Neat. Nechmachtik Nehegat. Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Nechmatik Netuhtutut. Nechmatik Netit. Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Nechmatik Nemetsti. Netmachit Nesugit. Tainaha Nitajtaketzki Achtu Nawat. Nechmatik Netepet. Netmatik Neetzixixtal.
Mis primeras palabras en Nahuat me las dio mi abuela. Mis primeras palabras en Nahuatl me las dio el agua, me las dio el viento. Mis primeras palabras en Nahuatl me las dieron los pájaros. me las dio el fuego. Mis primeras palabras en náhuatl me las dio la luna, me las dio el barro. Mis primeras palabras en náhuatl me las dio el cerro, me las dieron las estrellas.
My first words in Nawat were given to me by my grandmother. My first words in Nawat I heard from the water. I heard from the wind. My first words in Nawat I heard from the birds. I heard from the fire. My first words in Nawat I heard from the moon. I heard from the clay. My first words in Nawat I heard from the hills. I heard from the stars.
Hey!
Look, you know this. The town is called Santo Domingo de Guzmán, ¿verdad? That's the Spanish name, and but then the indigenous people got together and they said, well, you know, that's not the real name that we want our town to be named, to be called, to be remembered, you know, to go to history like that. We want to give it our name, you know. So I have an uncle, his name is Genaro. He used to do his own books, you know, and the struggle to do this with this language, you know. He did this type of con mimeografiados, y hacía sus canciones y sus poemas en náhuatl, you know, and he would give it to the town people, you know. Y le decía que keep on talking en náhuatl, you know. And so cuando hicieron las escuelas náhuatl, he was a teacher, you know. His name is Genaro Pérez, you know. Era un tío, era uno de mis tíos allá en El Salvador. Pero la historia es bien cruel. The history is really cruel for some people, you know. Like see this guy. His name is Fidel, you know. He wrote this book was published by Santiago Consalvi in El Salvador. This man, he's all the Indian that you can be. He celebrates Mother Earth. He doesn't put the crops down unless he prays, and he does all these indigenous ways, you know. Pero no tiene la lengua. He doesn't have the language, you know, because it was stolen from him. You know? And it's something really sad, you know. You see all these people, you know, that the language was se las quitaron. It was taken away from them, you know. And eso no es algo que yo me esté inventando, you know. So I guess these efforts, you know, to keep this language alive is really belong to everybody, you know? Porque dicen que, look, in Mexico, you know, in Mexico there's like 65 languages, 2 million people. Casi 2 millones de personas hablan esa lengua en México. Y en El Salvador there's 250. There were like 250, 300 5 years ago. I don't know how many there are now. Por eso these efforts are really important, you know. So anyway, the guy said we're gonna call our town according to how we see it. And this is a town where there's a lot of birds, a lot of thorns. So we're gonna call it Huitzapan, you know, River of Thorns. Así se llama el pueblo en náhuatl, Huitzapan, you know. And I think it's a really a beautiful name for my hometown, you know, Huitzapan, because we need thorns sometimes to speak, you know. We need thorns sometimes to tell people who we are and where we come from, you know. Because we really need to go through like the hummingbirds, you know, with this beak, you know. It's so beautiful and so powerful, you know. So that's why I think that's the proper name. Huitzapan, itugay nenotechan negi inaipan ipal with huitzi tiknahuatlagetzalis tikneitagetzalis netuktutut tikneitagetzalis niehegak tikneitagetzalis netit neat wan ipal netunantal Huitzapan that we whitzit, which we at a happen ipal at.
Huitzapán es el nombre de mi pueblo, significa río de espinas en el idioma Nahuat, en el idioma de los pájaros, en el idioma del viento, en el idioma del fuego, del agua y en el de la madre tierra. Huitzapán, Huitzapa, las espinas se vuelven ríos de agua.
Huitzapan. Huitzapan is the name of my village. It means river of thorns in the Nahuat language, in the language of the birds, in the language of the wind, in the language of fire, of water, and of Mother Earth. Huitzapan. Huitzapan. The thorns become rivers of water.
And this town, you know, is known because the everybody, almost everybody does, but the 90%, I guess that's everybody, right? 95%. Ahí hacen muchas ollas de barro. They make
I got it.
18. They make everything, you know, utensils for cooking, for adornos. ¿Cómo se dice adornos? Decorations. You know, they try to make a living with what they have, right? Entonces hay mucho barro, pero es cafecito, café, you know, brown. You know. There's also a black, ¿cómo se dice? Black barro, ¿verdad? Pero es clay. Este es café, the color of earth, you know. Es la página 10.
Sí, yo la tengo.
Yeah, okay. Sugit. Naja ni yultuk tiksetechan ipal sugit. Nitajtaketzki ipal sugit. Neuhuhti ipal sugit. Neahapan ipal sugit. Netuhtutut ipal sugit. Nemihmishti ipal sugit. Negahkal ipal sugit. Netuhtikniwan ipal sugit. Tikhuitzapan iyulu netunantal nusan ipal sugit.
Barro. Vivo en un pueblo de barro los cerros, de barro los caminos, de barro los ríos, de barro los pájaros, de barro las nubes, de barro las casas, de barro la gente. En Huitzapán, el corazón de la madre tierra es de barro también.
Clay. I live in a village of clay. Hills of clay, roads of clay, rivers of clay, birds of clay, clouds of clay, houses of clay, people of clay. In Huitzapan, the heart of Mother Earth is made of clay too.
And you know what? I'm very happy. This next poem I'm gonna share with you. I used to take classes with this. What she used I can't say classes, you know, but maybe they're called classes. But, she will teach me now. This lady, you know. And we will go and see like the river. El río se llama Tepechapa. Ese es el nombre del río. Y entonces there's huge rocks ahí, very very beautiful. I always when I went also to that, when I go to that river, I remember that book about 100 Years of Solitude, you know, las piedras que describe ese señor, ¿verdad? Y mi abuela me decía que en esas piedras, in those rocks, my grandmama said, our ancestors live. You know, they are there. Tengo un abuelo que se llama Salvador. He used to tell me all these magical stories, you know, these beautiful stories. He says, one day he went fishing. He says, you know, and he fished un pescado, a magic fish. He picked up a magic fish and he took it home. He took it home. He didn't know, right? And when he was putting all his fish down on the table, The fish says, "Hey, Chalvita." He said, "What? You, Chalvita, you know, look what you done. You brought me here. You know, I was happily swimming around in the river. What have you done? You better take me." What? He says, "You better take me now because I might get upset and do something to you." No. I'll take you back. He said, "Good. If you take me back," he says, when you put me in the water, you see this huge rock." He says, "Go into the water, close your eyes, and touch that rock. And when that rock opens, you enter the world of music." He says, "Everything that you hear will be very beautiful to your ears." He says, "The sounds of the world will come to you in a very beautiful, profound way from the deepness of Mother Earth. And when you keep on walking, you enter the world of colors." He says, "Every color that you see will touch your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit. And it's the color of life." He says, "And everything like that will be a party for you." And I asked him, "Did you go in?" "No, you crazy." He said, "Of course I did." He says, I just put him in the water and went back home." He said. So, stories like that make this book, and I'm very happy to share a few of these stories with you. I made a song for that river. "Ineapampal no techan, itugay tepe chapa, tepe 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 tepe, tepe 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 tepe, tepe 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 chapa." And there's a little schools in my town where the kids sing this song, So, I like that, "Neapan tepe chapa, neapan ipal nutechan ituga y tepe chapa, netuktuma tek ipal inihishkaliu, tutatach noya, wan tutatata noi, neapan tepe chapa, huelita cuiga, neapan tepe chapa, huelite migi, gem antimaltia tic neapan tepe chapa chichtixtani, neseta uisalis nunoya, nechilwich, teni kel migi Nitajtaketzki, melka sempa, kagunikawini, ni nunoya, wan nutechan, ni hueli, ni patani, ni hueli ni tacuiga, ni hueli ni tepiki, ni temigi, gen neapan tepe chapa.
El río Tepechapa, el río de mi pueblo se llama Tepechapa. Sus grandes piedras son rostros de abuelas y abuelos. El río Tepechapa puede cantar. El río Tepechapa puede soñar. Cuando te bañes en el Tepechapa, pide un deseo al agua, me dijo mi abuela. No recuerdo qué pedí, pero cada vez que bebo agua, recuerdo a mi abuela y a mi pueblo. Puedo volar, puedo cantar, puedo soñar como el río Tepechapa.
The Tepechapa River. The river in my village is called the Tepechapa. Its boulders are faces of grandmothers and grandfathers. The Tepechapa River can sing. The Tepechapa River can dream. When you bathe in the Tepechapa, ask the water for a wish, my grandmother told me. I don't remember what I wished for, but whenever I drink water, I remember my grandmother and my village. I can fly, I can sing, I can dream like the Tepechapa River.
Hey, leo uno más. Is that okay? I don't see you too. I don't see you jumping to hear one more. I don't see you jumping out of your seat. I don't see you jumping up and down.
That's a question for Eric.
I got this feather from El Salvador.
No, está bien.
I don't see you jumping up and down, come on. Oh, yeah.
You want me jumping up and down? Sure.
Oh, Eric. Oh, yes, okay. yo le pregunté a mi amigo aquí, al poeta Walter Gómez, you know, thank you all my friends, you know, make me very happy for you to be here. Le voy a pedir al Walter que si me ayuda a leer esto, ¿está bien
Claro,
contigo?
sí.
En la página 46, poeta. En la página 46, así como estábamos siempre. 46. Un gran aplauso para Liz. Muchas gracias. El Maquilisquat is such an amazing, beautiful tree. Really, is a poet of a tree. You know, muy bonito. Maquilisquat. Tikne hega taquiga y culchultic taquiwalis ne maquilisquat y palmaquil ticmaquil waitia isquat maquil ihiguyut taquiga maquigal ulinku y pal shushukna uhuhti shushukna ne ulinku ne tehtepet gangwayit kuchuwit muchi ne mishmisti ne mantamiyat kimuluat Nitajtaketzki, Juan Netuktutu, Itachisca, Nemaquilisquat.
Maquiligua. En el viento canta su canción rosada. El maquiligua. De 5 en 5 crecen sus hojas. 5 espíritus cantando. 5 direcciones de caminos verdes, incluyendo la dirección de los volcanes, a donde van a dormir todas las nubes, después de pintar los amaneceres y los atardeceres, colores de maquiligua.
Maquilisquat. In the wind, the Maquilisquat sings its pink song. Its leaves grow 5 by 5, 5 spirits singing, 5 directions of green paths, including the way to the volcanoes. Where do all the clouds go to sleep after painting the dawns and the sunsets, the color of the Maquilishwa?
Anyway, friends, family, look, we got some gugumutzin, pupusas for everybody. Y naranjitas. You're welcome to ask questions. Oh, by the way, look, I just want to tell you, this book here. Oh, también me dijo el Alep que si lo llamaba, pero too much, ¿verdad? Este libro también es de una señora maestra, you know. Like I said, you know, there's a lot of people trying to help rescue this language, you know. It's sad to see a language die. En El Salvador murió un señor hace como 4 años, maybe 3 years. In a sad way, you know, hablaba esa lengua maravillosa, cacaopera se llama, you know? Y era el único, the only one, and he died in complete misery, you know, muy feo. He couldn't leave anything behind about his language, you know, es triste, you know. Entonces, y así han desaparecido tantas lenguas, you know, there's so many that have disappeared, you know. So I celebrate with all these people, you know, that make efforts to I'm happy that this, look, to get to this book, you know, I tried to publish before I don't have them here. I have 4 books published by the University of Texas, you know, Arte Público. Agua, Agüita, Water, Little Water. But they, the 4 directions, you know, the water, the wind, Mother Earth, and the fire, you know. but what they did is they relinquished el lenguaje náhuatl, lo pusieron on the last page, you know. I thought, so what should I do, you know? Should I just say no to the book published, or should I publish it, you know? Of course I want to see the book published, you know. I thought it was better to have it done, you know. So I decided to publish the book. So to get to that point, to this now, you know, para llegar a esto ha sido un camino largo, you know. Pero también le doy las gracias. I thank you, my publishers, and they are in Canada. They're not here, you know. Aquí no nos quieren ya, you know. They probably never wanted us here, you know. We're here to stay, I guess, you know. In any event, muchas gracias, you know. Thank you so much, Padiush, palne Sitegu, ne mamachtia, ne Nahuat, ne Gagit. Muchas gracias por venir. Oh yeah, but yeah. If anybody wants to purchase the book, but of course, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric, thank you so much. Hey, this guy is amazing. You know, I walk here because I go visit my mama here in Laguna Honda. You know, and this guy is already here working. It's a beautiful story, you know, and he has beautiful music here every Sunday, and you name it.
Saturday, Sunday.
It's Saturday, Sunday, Fridays.
Saturday.
Wow. Okay, Eric, thank you. So, look, but we got pupusas y agüita, and if you want to ask questions, you're welcome to. Pero los niños, Serena y Sufi. Can you come here? ¿Pueden venir?
No.
Yeah, come here.
I love it, you know, I was looking at it, I was just saying.
You like this one? Está bien, siéntate aquí. You want to sit? Sit down. Sit down. I'm gonna give you this one. You go like this. Eso, pero no tan fuerte. No too hard. Yeah, like that. Okay, and you gonna give you this one. Look.
What do you do with that?
Oh, what do you think this is? Go like this. Like this. See? You know how this is a bird. It's called magpie. And this one here is an eagle feather.
Eagle feather?
Yeah, you want to touch it? See? You go like this. Can I put water on you? This. How about you? A little bit. See? Everybody likes it. Look. See? Your mama wants water. Look. See?
Do it to me.
Okay.
Again.
Again. Again.
Again.
Wow.
Again.
Hey.
Again.
Look. Everybody, may I have your attention 1 second, please? You know, I can't. Me pongo un poco nervioso, you know. Pero I just want to say thank you to my beautiful friend and translator, you know, Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Le pido un gran aplauso para Elizabeth. Thank you. Y también mi amiguita aquí. Muchísimas gracias. She's a fine poet and a beautiful teacher and a chingona, como dice ella. Y Lolita también, thank you so much, Holly and everybody. Ernesto, muchas gracias. Danilo, everybody, el poeta Huracán. Anita, thank you so much, Anita. Wow, Anita. Y Ramírez, Armando Ramírez, y la Rosita, y la Pati. Thank you, y la Tropi. Why you gotta go?
The last time.
Oh, the water, come here then. You want more water?
Yeah, I have a poetry book called Nitajtaketzki.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why are you in the bag? Why not in the
Primeras.
bag?
Yeah, I see you walking around the mission all the time.
Again.
I don't know. It's a, yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Oh yeah, and we'll get a book. Thank you so much.
Oh, but of course, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get this.
Come on, Barbara.
Qué bonito, Jorge. Muy lindo programa.
Oh yeah, this was great. Oh gosh.
Felicidades en el nuevo libro y gracias por invitarme.
Oh, pues claro que sí. Mira, este que hemos visto está bien lindo.
Wow.
Este eran los primeros libros que decían.
Oh, qué lindo.
Se llama ANIS, esa organización. Estamos pobres.
Ya, pero está bueno que los tenés todos.
Entonces así le hacemos.
Pues sí. Y yo pues estoy compartiendo todo esto con mis estudiantes de la universidad.
Ah, nice.
Todos los semestres hacen presentaciones sobre hasta los libros para niños, de todo, clases para que sepan que este es
Si quieres que vaya algún día.
Sí, claro, sí, sí. Y como estás en El Salvador bastante, pero ahí te voy a buscar cuando
¿Me jalas?
Sí, claro que sí.
Aquí tengo el libro que me mandaron.
Ahí.
Quiero que me lo...
Para la Anita.
¿Cómo no? ¿Cuánto tiempo?
Armando.
Cambia.
Mira tú. No sabíamos.
¿A dónde van a ir a comer?
Ay, no.
Hay un restaurante chino que está cerca.
Ah, ya lo conozco.
El chiquito Serafín me lleva como así, que tiene 16 años, imagínese. Ya, qué bárbaro. ¿Quién aquí no te podría crecer así? Nadie, qué bárbaro.
Que así crecimos nosotros.
Pues sí, niña. Ay, sí.
Estamos hablando en Nahuat.
Este lápiz ya no sirve.
No te preocupes. En la próxima persona lo cambias.
Ahí hay aluminio. ¿Ya?
Qué bonito.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, perfect.
Ya no sirve, mira.
Tuve ganas de ser millonario, ¿verdad? Para que tenga
No lo puedo escribir. ¿Tienes un lápiz?
No, no
papel?
tengo.
Este lápiz ya no
¿Quieren?
sirve.
I have some. Yo tengo.
¿Tienes uno?
¿Quieren este?
Ah, vaya.
Pero no es negro, es azul.
No importa.
No importa.
qué desgracia.
Gracias.